Great job on that last question, Matthew. And you kids. That was a great review from last week. Are you ready to try a new question? A comparison model question? Sure am. That sounds fun. I'm glad you think so. Let's read the question and see if we can figure out why it's a comparison model. A bag costs 3 times as much as a pair of shoes. If a bag costs $33, how much does a pair of shoes cost? Okay, the bag costs 3 times as much as the shoes. So how much does the shoes cost? Okay, Matthew, do you think you could tell me why this is a comparison model? Because 33, you're comparing to, I'm not really sure. Do you want to help? I'll certainly help. Okay, that is a great attempt. Okay, you said a couple of keywords in there. You said we're comparing to the bag and the shoes. We're comparing the prices of 2 different items. It's not one total price. It's the price of 2 different items. So we're doing a comparison model. Now, how did we do a comparison model? Let's review, because we touched on it very briefly in the introduction. Which one is more, the bag or the shoes? The bag? Because it's 3 times as much? That's exactly right, the bag. So that's going to get the bigger bar. And the shoes will be smaller. Now remember, the bag is 3 times what the shoes is. So if I take my bag and I divide it into 3 sections, one of those sections is going to be the size of the shoes. Okay, so now we've got some equal boxes. Now what can we fill in here? Matthew, do you see any numbers in this question that we could put into our model? The bag costs 3 times as much as the shoes? Yes, but we've already put that in. See, the bag costs 3 times as much as the shoes. So that number's accounted for. Do you see any other numbers? The bag costs $33? That's right. Why don't you go ahead and put that in the model for the price of the bag? Okay, so the price of this total is $33. Now what? Well, let's see if we can think about this. We've got the bag is $33. I can divide that into 3 sections, and each one of those sections is going to be the same as the price of the pair of shoes. Did you hear a number sentence in there? Let me try to repeat it. I can take my 33 and divide it into 3 sections, and each one of those is going to be my answer. I think there was a division sentence in there. I'm going to take my total, 33, and divide it into 3 sections to get my answer. Okay, and this will be my number sentence. So, Matthew, how can we figure this out? Oh, boy! Well, we can definitely use multiplication. 3 times what gives us 33? But also, this is the double-digit one again. This is one of my favorite times tables ever. If I take a number and I times it by this, I just repeat the number into 2 digits. That's the 11s. So I'm going to put that right here. 33 divided by 3 equals 11. And I can put that in the model. That's the size of the bag, or a third of the bag anyway. That's right. And since we know that 1 out of 3 sections of the bag is the same as the shoes, we can put that right in our model for shoes. So, how much does the pair of shoes cost? $11? That's right. How about you write that into a sentence? Okay. The shoes cost $11. Great job! Why don't you try one on your own? Are you gonna help? Great! Okay, here we go on another one. Zhao Ming collected 77 picture cards. He collected 7 times as many picture cards as Edwin. How many picture cards did Edwin collect? Oh boy, this is another comparison model, isn't it? How come it's a comparison model? Yeah, because we're comparing Zhao Ming and Edwin's cards, and they both have different totals. So let's write that down. Who's gonna have more, Zhao Ming or Edwin? Who collected 7 times as many? Zhao Ming, that's right. And he collected 7 times as many, so his box is going to be quite a bit bigger. Now, if I take Zhao Ming's box and I split it into 7 boxes, each one of those should be the same size as Edwin's box. There we go. We've got 7 boxes. And Edwin will be right here. Okay, now what numbers can we fill into our model? Zhao Ming collected 77 picture cards. Where should I put that number? Yeah, that's going to be the total for Zhao Ming. That's right. Okay, and he collected 7 times as many picture cards as Edwin. So that we've already done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Edwin is the size of one of those. Okay, now I need to figure out how many picture cards did Edwin collect? Any ideas? I'll give you a hint. We're going to do a division sentence. So we're going to take our total. What's our total picture cards that we have for Zhao Ming? 77. And we're going to divide it by the number that we know. Do we know the number of Edwin's box? Do we know the number of each of these sections? Or do we just know the total number of boxes? Yeah, we just know that there's 7 boxes. 77 divided by 7 is... You might recognize this one now because we've done this a couple times. What multiplication table makes you repeat digits? If we were to write this, 7 times what equals 77. We can also think about how many times we have to count by 7s until we get to 77. I'll give you a moment to try it, and then you can give me your answer. Ready? The answer is 11. So each one of these boxes is 11, which means Edwin's box is 11 as well. Okay, let's write that into a statement. Edwin collected 11. Do you have a favorite thing to collect? That sounds great! All right, how about you join me and my friends for a couple of extra questions? See you then!